Easy enough. Easy enough.
Oh, if you insist.
Helm watch over thee upon thy quest.
A sound suggestion.
Easy enough.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
An intriguing proposal.
Have you come to welcome me back into your company? You appear troubled. Does a shadow lie upon your soul? It seems so long ago that I first joined the Order. Thinking of those days revives fond memories, even as it reminds me of those precious things I have lost. My mother gave up her own life to give life to me. Without her help, my father struggled to raise me and my older brother Gamaz. Life in Calamport is hard for those not born to wealth and privilege. When he could no longer pay his rising debts, my father was condemned to the arena of freedom, where he fought and died for the entertainment of the people. His death left Gamaz and me to scratch out a life upon the streets. We helped each other as best we could, begging, serving, and yes, sometimes stealing. One day, Gamaz was caught with his hand upon the purse of a Sun-Soul monk. Rather than punish us, the monk brought us to the monastery, where we were bathed, fed, and clothed as initiates. From that day forward, we learned the mysteries of Selune and trained our bodies, minds, and spirits to spread her light to others. Indeed, Selune blessed Gamaz and me the day we met that monk. From that day forward, the light of the goddess brightened our existence. How may I enlighten you? While divided by distance and allegiance to 3 different gods, the various sects of the Order of the Sun Soul cooperate across Varun. When the sect in Athkatla ceased responding to messages, my masters in Calamport sent 10 monks to investigate. Gamaz and I were among those chosen to set sail for Arn. We found the monastery abandoned. The nearby residents we questioned about the mystery changed the subject or fled. For weeks, we continued to investigate. At last, through stealth, subterfuge, and patience, we began to overhear rumors that agents of Shah, the mistress of the night, had murdered all the Sun Soul monks in Athkatla. The local residents feared Shah too much to speak with us. But again and again, we overheard one name uttered in fearful whispers. Alagoth. Who he is, what he did to the monks in Athkatla, or where he has gone, I cannot say. The trail is lost, unless I stumble across the name Alagoth again one day. How may I enlighten you?
Yes, fine. asked nicely.
Do you seek enlightenment? After discovering our fellow Sun Soul monks had vanished from their monastery, we felt the truth must lie behind the name Alaundo. We spread out in pairs to investigate further. Gamaz and I, used to life on Kalampot streets, searched for rumors on the streets of Velký. Much of our investigation took place at night, under the benign gaze of Selune. You see, although the sun shines more brightly, it is the moon that reveals the truths hidden in darkness. One night, we witnessed several shadowy figures assaulting a lone man on the street. We raced to his defense. The Moon Maiden blessed us, and we drove off his attackers. Despite our intervention, the man was gravely wounded. I remained with him, tending his wounds as best I could while calling for help. Gamaz, however, pursued the attackers. I shouted to him to come back. He did not listen. Sometimes I wonder whether things would have been different if I had followed Gamaz instead of remaining with the wounded man. I suppose it might have been worse had I gone with him. Still, I wish that night I could have been two. One to remain with the injured man, another to go with my brother. When help finally arrived, I ran after Gamaz. I found him only a few streets away. My brother had fought bravely, slaying 3 of his attackers before he was brought down. Once more, I cried out for help. Men came soon, but not to aid me. Instead, they arrested me for fighting in the streets, leaving Gamaz to die in the pool of his own blood. When the guards released me the following day, Gamaz had died. They said he had been slain by shadow thieves. The guards could not even give me his body, for they had burned it with those of the other dead men. Thank you for your kindness. Disheartened by the tragedy, my fellow monks returned to Kalampot. Gamaz and I had entered the monastery together, as brothers. I could not return without him. Neither could I remain in Athkatla, a city that forever holds evil memories for me. I traveled north. At first I thought I might visit the Monastery of the Sun in Waterdeep, which they called the City of Splendors. Yet I was in no hurry to arrive. Every day since entering the Order of the Sun Soul, I had striven to fill my heart with radiance, that I may share it with others. After Gamaz's death, I felt only the shadows of grief and despair. But perhaps I have dwelt too long on such memories. I wish to share my inner light with you, not my inner darkness. What else can I tell you? My training at the Sun Soul Monastery began the moment the kindly monk brought Gamaz and me inside its walls. As you might imagine, there was a great deal of physical training. At first we were assigned chores and exercises. We looked with envy upon the older initiates who practiced combat techniques while we swept the stones and prepared meals for our seniors. The monks taught us to read and write, and why it is important to do both with careful thought. We practiced debate, studied history, and answered endless quizzes about the 9,000 mysteries of Selune. We learned to meditate upon the moon, the shards, and the stars. We also learned to meditate on the darkness between them, for it falls to us to battle the servants of Selune's dark sister, Shard. At last we learned to combine our learning, devotion, and physical prowess to project our inner light outward. With it, we combat the darkness inside or surrounding others. We all strove hard, but Gamaz was the best among us. None of the other monks could defeat him in combat. Only I could come close. But each time victory was within my grasp, he swept it away with some spectacular stroke. Even among the elder students, Gamaz stood as a pillar of tradition and excellence. His death is a great loss, not only to me as his brother, but also to the entire Order of the Sun Soul. I thought it best that you should know my past, since we traveled together. What else can I tell you?
What? Oh, if you begin proposal.
There he is, just as Sorum described, a slave of the Hated One. Slay the Sun Soul and those who stand with him.
Be careful, friend. Some of these people are the same who attacked Gamaz and me in Katla. I am prepared. I understand.
What now? That felt good.
I look forward to your instruction. Your wish. Strikes, the sinuous manner in which they dodged. Those who attacked the Mozini in Katla were not Shadow Thieves. They were Dark Moon monks. They must have tracked me here. One of the cult's principal goals is the eradication of the Sun Soul monks and all worshippers of Selune. They will not rest until their dark purposes eclipse our efforts. We must stop them. We must prepare ourselves for another attack when we least expect it. The Dark Moon watch, wait, and strike from the shadows. They said someone named Soren directed me to it. When I spent some time in Baldur's Gate, a man named Soren used to come to my demonstrations of martial skill. I sometimes saw him returning to the Blade and Stars Tavern.
What? Only because you asked nicely. Only because you asked nicely.
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
Easy enough?
Yes?
An intriguing proposal. Only because you asked nicely. A sound suggestion. Oh, if you insist. You want some whiskey? What now?
Easy enough?
Only because you asked nicely. Only because you asked nicely.
sound suggestion. Easy enough.
Who do you think you are, busting in on me like this? Dark Moon? I don't know what you're talking about.
While I abhor unnecessary violence, perhaps I can make an exception in this case.
All right. No need to get rough with me. I'm not the one you want. As it turns out, I do have a line on a group of Shah worshippers in the city. You leave me alone, I'll tell you where to find it. You make a good point. I'll tell you what I know. There's a cult that calls itself the Dark Moon. They've been in Baldur's Gate for less than a year, but they're always looking for new recruits. They're pretty rough characters, so yeah, when they asked me about your buddy Rasaad, I told them what I knew. A while back I saw him in Nashkelu, then I spotted him again here in Baldur's Gate. They have a safe house over in the Seven Suns building. I can show you the way if you meet me there tonight. What do you want? They worship Shah, the mistress of the night. When else do you think they'd get together? You gotta see it from my perspective. You look pretty tough. Gotta be sure you don't decide to hurt me after I tell you what you want to know. I don't gamble with my own skin. Terrific. I'll meet you there. Alright, here's the place, just like I promised. Since you've been so good about not killing me, I brought you a present. The key to this building.
An intriguing proposal. Yes. What? Easy enough?
In fact, tonight's all about my bringing presents for my best pals. Hey boys, you were those friends I told you about. Come on out and say hello.
You have done well, Sorum. Your admission to the Order is now assured.
I suppose I've this one to thank. Be sure to give him some special gratitude. I thought I was in when I found your sun's soul, pal, but you screwed it up. Consider this your way of making it up to me.
I am prepared. Selune guides my hand.
Yes, fine. The thrill of the fray.
I get right to the killing. I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I get right to
Music to my ears.
What now?
I look forward to your... I understand.
Easy enough?
skip the small talk. I get right.
I am prepared. Selune guides my hand.
Yes, only because you asked nicely.
Shall be music to my ears. Your scream shall be...
Let us journey to these cloud peaks and face the Dark Moon cult. Alone, I could never defeat them, but together, we have a chance to put an end to their murderous campaign. While I will never forget Gamaz's death, my desire is not for revenge. I wish only to stop the Dark Moon from claiming more victims. What do you say, my friend? Shall we pursue these assassins to their den? Your words give me courage, my friend. I thank you.
What? A sound suggestion. Only because you asked nicely. An intriguing proposal. Easy enough. I see the Riven are still breeding like bunnies. Easy enough. Easy enough. What now? Yes, fine.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Yes, fine. What?
The worthy, who have already begun their training in the temple above. And then there are you worthless wretches, the feeble, infirm, foolish, and disobedient.
Mercy, Master! We came only to serve Shah!
Silence, worm. You could not even cross the Nightingale floor without waking the guard. The Mistress of the Night has weighed your shadow and deemed you unworthy.
It isn't fair! The trials were too hard!
So says the most craven of the applicants. You lack the courage even to attempt escape like the others. Your cowardice sickens me.
They shall not remain free for long. After we have dispensed with you, we will scour the peaks. They will wish the ice trolls had found them first.
See how the servants of Shah treat their acolytes? They even prey on their own.
Look, my brothers. Intruders! Slay them in the name of Shah.
You saved our lives, stranger. How can we repay you?
You are a true hero. May the light of Selûne ever guide your path.
Thank you. You've given me a second chance, and I won't waste it worshipping that whisperer in the darkness.
Your wish? I understand.
Yes, fine. Batter them into bloody rubbish! Yes? What? Only because you asked nice.
I am Selûne guides my hand.
Yes, fine.
I look forward. Selune guides my hand.
An intriguing proposal.
Your wish? Selune guides my hand. I am prepared.
Guess yes, fine.
I look forward to your instruction.
Yes. What? Only because you... Easy enough.
Moonlight approaches.
That felt good. Infidels have come to defile our dark shrine. Slay them. Infidels have come to defile our dark shrine. What now? Guess yes, fine. Yeah. Oh, if you insist. Infidels have come to...
Moonlight approaches.
What? Only because you asked nicely.
The trials have eliminated the weak and the foolish, the clumsy and the craven. The winnowing leaves only you, the worthiest applicants for Shar's dark favor. Today, you enter her umbra, bearing not just your body and mind, but also your soul to the mistress of the night. As you train in the darkest mysteries, you too will hear the whispers of the goddess. Believe me, her words bring no comfort. Shar does not coddle the infirm or insubordinate, but to the worthy who obeys, she grants strength and power. Far more power than that wielded by our hated foes, the servants of the moon. What? Who dares intrude on our sanctuary? Can it be?
He is talking to me. Gamaz! My brother! How is it you still live?
Rasaad, why have you come here after leaving me to die in the streets of Akatla?
I did not wish to leave you, brother. The city guards arrested me. They told me you were dead, slain by the shadow thieves.
I see that you have learned to lie, Rasaad. Perhaps you too are ready to hear the whispers of Shar. I will share them with you, just as Alargoth shared them with me. Alargoth found me on that street where you left me, Rasaad. Rather than leave me to die, he took me into his shadow, but not to coddle me. Instead, he showed me the cold, hard truth of our existence. He showed me how I had grown weak under the tutelage of the Sun Soul monks. He showed me how my own brother had made me weaker still. Only power stands between us and destruction. Had I been strong enough to destroy my foes, I would have needed no help. Now the Shadow Weave grants me the strength my body lacked. In the Umbra of Shar, I stand alone, with no need of help from others.
You have been misled, Gamaz. There is no truth in Shar, only lies. What this Allogoth calls power is only a trap to turn you away from the light. Do not turn away from me, Gamaz. You cannot kill me. I am your brother.
That is true. I cannot kill my brother. Applicants, kill my brother.
Rather, we just skip the small talk.
Commence our crusade! Let the battle begin!
Rather, we just skip the small talk.
Ah! The thrill of the fray!
Rather, we just skip the small talk. I get
Forgive me, my friend. I thought my brother dead, and never imagined he had joined the Dark Moon cult. That was definitely Gamaz. There can be no mistake. I cannot imagine what force persuaded Gamaz to turn his back on the light of Selûne and embrace the void of Shar. It is possible, but Gamaz always excelled at the monastery. Among all the students, he was always the best. Except... Selûne, shine your light upon this humble fool. Is it possible I have driven my own brother into the embrace of the Dark Moon? Even when we lived in the gutters of Kalamport and stole bread to survive, Gamaz was my hero. When he tried to steal that monk's purse and was caught, I thought he had caused a miracle, allowing us to live in the monastery. Once we began training with the monks, I saw how disappointed Gamaz looked whenever another student exceeded him at an exercise. But Gamaz was very quick to learn. Soon no one could exceed him. Except... we were always closely matched. Winning mattered little to me, but to Gamaz it meant everything. Whenever the temple masters pitted us against each other, I did my best. Up to a point. I am to blame for my brother's yearning for greater power. Thank you for putting my failure in such a kind light, my friend. I shall endeavor to learn from my mistake.
What now? An intriguing proposal. Yes? Oh, if you insist. What? Subterfuge. A sound suggestion.
darken his light.
Come to
I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I get right to the killing.
Sun soul approach.
I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I get right to the killing. Rather we just skip the small talk. I get right to the killing. I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I get right.
Ah! The thrill of the fray! Infidels have come to defy.
I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I get right to the. I'd rather we just skip the small talk. Rather
I understand.
Small talk. I get right to the killing.
Eh?
Rather we just skip the. Rather we just skip the small talk. I get right to the killing.
Batter them into bloody rubbish! A sound suggestion.
I look forward. I understand.
We just skip the small talk. I get right to the killing.
Your wish? I understand.
What now? Yes, fine. An intriguing proposal. Ah! The thrill of the fray! Ah! Yeah, easy enough. What? An intriguing proposal. Infidels have come to defile our dark shrine. Infidels have come to defile our dark shrine. Slip! Oh, if you insist. An intriguing proposal. What now? Yeah, easy enough. Infidels have come to shrine. Slay them. What? An intriguing proposal.
I am prepared.
Ah! Ah! Infidels have come. Oh, if you insist.
That you must die.
I look forward to your
The
instruction.
mistress of the night.
I will show you justice.
Selune guides my hand.
What a sound suggestion.
Your wish?
Sun soul approaches.
Yes. Only because you ask nicely. What? A sound suggests. Infidel. What now? A sound suggestion. A sound suggestion.
I shall commit to the task.
Yes? Only because you asked nicely.
I understand.
What?
Gamaz, listen to me. Shah has seduced you with lies. The power she offers is only the power of destruction. You know this to be true.
It was the Sun Soul monks who lied to us. But Alargoth opened my eyes to the truth that lies in darkness. Now that I have opened myself to the Shadow Weave, my powers have grown far beyond those we learned in Kalimport.
How have you forgotten all of our lessons? Dark sorcery can only destroy, not preserve. The promises of Shar are as empty as the void of her heart.
All promises are empty, Rasaad, and Shar offers none. She only demands our obedience. In return, she grants us the power to exert her will throughout the land.
You do not need such power, Gamaz. In the Order of the Sun Soul, you were always the strongest among us.
You lie again! Do you really believe I never noticed how you held back when sparring against me? Say it now, before your new friends. Deny that you pretended to lose to me in every contest.
I cannot lie to you, Gamaz. During our training, sometimes I did withhold my full strength. Winning always seemed more important to you than it felt to me.
Somehow, I always knew. Only now, when I have freed myself from the bonds of light, can you finally speak the truth to me. But now, it is too late. Unless, strike down your new companions and bow before me. Prove yourself worthy, and I shall admit you into the shadow.
I have no desire for power that serves only its wielder. I reject the lies of Shah, Gamaz. I beg you to do the same.
I embrace the night and all the power Shah offers. Destroy them, minions.
Moonlight approaches. Quench it, my brothers and sisters.
Your wish? I understand.
Moonlight approaches. Quench it, my brothers and sisters. Moonlight approaches. Quench it, my brothers and sisters. Moonlight approaches. Quench it, my brothers and sisters. blaze. Quench it.
That
I look
felt
forward to your
good.
instruction. I shall commit to the task.
What now? Yes, fine.
I'd rather we just skip the small talk and get right to the killing. I'd rather we just skip the small talk. I'd rather we just skip the small talk.
I will show you justice. I will show
The thrill of the fray.
infidels have come to defy our doctrine.
That felt good.
Infidels have come to defy our doctrine.
An intriguing proposal.
Your wish?
Yes.
I am prepared.
What an intriguing proposal. An intriguing proposal. Only because you asked. What? Easy enough? Yeah. Easy enough? Oh, if you insist. Easy enough? What? A sound suggestion. Easy enough? What now? Oh, that felt good. Oh, that felt good. Yes, only because you asked nicely. What? Only because you asked nicely.
I will show you justice!
Easy enough.
Better than...
An intrigue. What? Guess yes, fine. An intriguing proposal.
I look forward to your instruction.
Batter them into bloody rubbish!
What? Only because you asked nicely. Guess yes, fine.
Ask me the right question and free us both. Yes. Thank you. Now kill that Dark Moon spy before he kills one of us. Now there's no telling where he'll pop out from the shadows. No. I'm sorry. That's not fair. You freed me, and I'm grateful for that. My name is Jasper Banff. I served in this place when it was consecrated to Tempest. But my brothers and I heeded the summons to join our god's avatar in Battledale. I saw that the Dark Moon monks slaughtered those we left behind and claimed the temple for their dark goddess. Before I could escape with news of the desecration, they captured me. I must go tell my brethren of the atrocity these Dark Moon monks have committed against us, unless you need to know something else. Bassano was one of the Dark Moon monks. He said their leader, Gamaz, imprisoned him for some minor infraction, but that ploy didn't fool me. He was a spy who hoped to ferret out my purpose in coming here. I must go tell my brethren of the atrocity these Dark Moon monks have committed against us, unless you need to know something else. No, nor did I hear anything. But one does not often see or hear these Dark Moon monks. In the shadows, they are silent and invisible. I must go tell my brethren of the atrocity these Dark Moon monks have committed against us, unless you need to know something else. By the Foehammer, we shall have our revenge against these Dark Moon monks. Assuming you leave any alive. Good luck to you, friend.
Yeah, a sound suggestion. What? Easy enough.
Beloved brother,
When we were boys, you only pretended to look up to me. Since that day, the Sun Monk caught me stealing. You have only looked down on me.
No. I knew you did it as much for me as for yourself. I understood that you...
You understood nothing. I was the elder. After Father's death, it fell to me to be the strong one. But even in that, you mocked me, holding back whenever we competed at the temple. But that was before Allergoth introduced me to the Shadow Weave. The path to darkness is almost the same as the one taught to us as children.
No, I do not believe it. You have been deceived, my brother. Turn away from the Umbra's false promises before it is too late.
The shadow of Shar is far more potent than the light of her pale sister. Now I call upon the power of sorcery, as well as the skills we learned together. Even with these new friends at your side, you cannot hope to defeat me. Minions, slay my
No, Gamaz. No more hiding behind your minions. If you wish me dead, you must face me yourself.
I have no brother. You are alone, Rasaad. Alone for these last living moments. Minions, deal with these others, while I destroy this sun-souled fool.
Your wish? I understand.
What? Easy enough.
Rather, we just...
Go if you insist. What now? Yes, fine. Subterfuge is my strong suit.
You must gather your party.
I am prepared. Selune guides my hand. I look forward to your instruction.
Yes, fine.
Your wish? Selune guides my hand.
What? Intriguing proposal.
We just skip the small talk. I get right to the kill. Rather, we just skip the small talk. I get right to the kill. Rather, we just skip the small talk.
Yes, fine.
I get right either.
The thrill of the fray!
I get right. Rather, we just skip the small talk. Rather, we just skip the small talk. I get right to the kill.
What now? An intriguing proposal.
I am prepared. I look forward. I shall commit to the task.
Yes. What? Go if you insist.
Your wish? Selune guides my hand.
Subterfuge only because you asked nicely. Subterfuge is mine. Only because you asked nicely.
I shall commit to the task.
Now?
I look forward to your instruction.
Yes, fine. Only because you asked nicely. Yeah. Yes, fine. What? A sound suggestion. Go if you insist.
Gamaz. I am sorry, brother. But as the silver moon waxes and wanes, so too does life. I take some solace in the fact that I die. And you're...
Thank you. All this time I thought my brother was dead. What misfortune brought us together again, only to prove he was lost to me. The full moon shines brighter because we have longed for its light in the dark. Thank you for reminding me of the solace found in the teachings of Selune.
Only because you asked nicely. What now? Yes, fine. Yeah, an intriguing proposal. Only because you asked nicely. Only because you asked nicely. Oh, if you insist. No, if you insist.
As the full moon wanes and disappears, so too does our association come to an end. I pray that it will one day wax again, and we should travel the realms side by side.
watch over thee upon thy quest.
Only because you ask nicely. An intriguing proposal.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all. The customer is always right.
Oh, if you insist. A sound suggestion.
Never had rats. No siree.